Hello and welcome to this Bizmates question and answer video series for Japanese business people. And today's question is another common one, which is, how can I improve my grammar? Okay, well let's look at this. So first of all, is your grammar really weak? You know, a lot of people say, no, my grammar's really good, or no, my grammar's not so good. And they say, yeah, you know, Hika, I think my grammar's okay, but I need to learn all the grammar rules. I know some grammar rules, but I want to learn all. Okay, but learning the grammar rules is not the best thing, or not the best way to look at grammar. Okay? Don't think of the rules, because your goal is not to know the grammar rules, it's to use it correctly. And there's a difference. Okay? Before I became an English trainer, I didn't know many of the grammar rules, to be honest. I could speak English, but I didn't know the rules. Okay? So you don't necessarily need to know the rules to use it correctly. Okay? So what can I do? Well, one way to improve your grammar, what I recommend, is something called taking dictations. And that means listening to like a CD or something and writing it all down. Listen, write, and then check your answers. Check to see if it's correct. It's extremely effective for grammar. And then let me show you. I want all of you to get a pen and paper right now. Please pick up a pen and paper. Okay? Because I'm going to read a couple of sentences. I want you to write it down. Okay? You're not moving. Okay, please, get paper and pen, okay? This is a great exercise. Okay, I'm going to read two sentences. Please write it down. Okay, here's the first sentence. Friends his with basketball play to likes gym. I'll read it two more times. Friends his with basketball play to likes gym. Did you get that? One more time. Friends his with basketball play to likes gym. Okay, let me read the next sentence. Okay, number 2. Jim likes to play basketball with his friends. Okay, I'll read it again. Jim likes to play basketball with his friends. Okay, I'm going to read it one more time. Jim likes to play basketball with his friends. Okay, were you able to get that? Well, let's look. The first sentence was this. I said, friends his with basketball play to likes Jim. I hope you got it. No? I know it doesn't make sense. I know the sentence doesn't make sense. That's okay. The second sentence was, Jim likes to play basketball with his friends. Now, which sentence was easier, the first one or the second one? Of course, the second one. Okay? But if you look carefully, they're the same sentence. I just read it backwards. So look at the first one. Jim, read from the back, Jim likes to play basketball with his friends. You see that? They're the same sentence. It's just backwards. Yeah. So they're the same number of words. I read it about the same speed. I read them both 3 times. Same pronunciation. But sentence 1 was much more difficult. Why? The reason is there was no grammar. There's no meaning. There's no grammar. Yeah. And people who have good grammar knowledge, okay, they know how the grammar works. They are able to listen and write it easily. Yeah. So that's why by taking dictations, listening and writing, your listening will improve. Okay, I'm going to try another example. I'm going to read a few sentences. Please continue to write this. It's a little bit longer. Okay? Are you ready? Okay, here we go. For the past 5 years, I've lived in a small town just outside of Toronto. It's one of these places that no one ever visits, but you just read about in the news. I'll read it one more time. For the past 5 years, I've lived in a small town just outside of Toronto. It's one of those places that no one ever visits, but you just read about in the news. Okay. Now, if if you don't have enough time, that's okay. You could stop the video and play it again. But this is what I said. And if you look carefully and compare your answer, if you got perfect, that's great. Okay? Of course, your listening is good, but your grammar is good. But if you made some small mistakes, like for past 5 years, you missed the, or I lived in small city, you missed the a. It's not a listening problem, it's a grammar problem. Okay? And by doing this listening and writing and checking, your grammar will improve, for sure. Okay, so please try this in your free time to improve your grammar skills. Okay, thank you.